What's up, Shirley? How are you?
Serious high pitch.
Oh.
Hello. High pitch. What's going on, man? What did you calling in to say?
Well, I'm calling to apologize to Bob for what happened.
Now,
And
what exactly are you apologizing for?
for what I did, for what I said, and
For what you
Yeah,
did,
the whole-
can you just because there was a lot talked about, a lot of stuff. What exactly are you apologizing for?
for what I said for talking to the other people about his personal business.
Okay, you're apologizing for that.
Yes.
Okay.
And, Mark the Booker, the one...
The construction guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, your boss.
my boss. Well, let me tell you something. He was the one that emailed Lisa G and did an interview.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And, he hits... that guy Kenny that works for him?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he hits Kenny at the job site and yells at him like crazy, okay?
All right, but listen, you're saying something that we can't necessarily prove. So
Allegedly.
we can't. Allegedly, he's hitting this guy.
And he yells at like everyone on the job.
So you're saying you're saying he's a tough boss to work for.
Yes.
And okay, so I don't understand here though. But what
was with the emails that you sent in?
Oh, him and Paul were the ones that wanted to email Gary on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And then he emailed Lisa G, and he did the interview with Lisa G, and he wanted me to call Lisa G to do an interview with her. And I never called her to do an interview.
All right. Well, listen. I understand what you're saying, but I do want to tell you this, and that is you have to be responsible for the shit that you did, because regardless, these guys were in your life, I don't know, not a long time, okay? And Bob has been in your life, I'd like to think, a pretty long time, and has helped you out a lot more than these two guys. In fact, if it wasn't for Bob, you wouldn't even know this boss of yours. You wouldn't be employed right now, and you wouldn't have had a roof over your head. And
that's true.
Okay, so the fact that you would turn on him like you did, and that you would talk to really nobodies about his personal shit, like it's a real dick move on your part, and it shows, to me anyways, that you can never be trusted ever. That's just my opinion.
Well, that's why I'm calling to apologize for everything that happened.
Well, why were you so afraid to just tell the truth? Like, why
are you writing this email
and say no? That did
right.
not happen.
Why after, if you know that you did something wrong to Bob, why do you then write this email to the show, continuing to shit on Bob?
Because Mark puts pressure on people. He put pressure on me to do it.
What are you saying? You're scared of him?
Well, like he got pissed off at me the other day when I asked him for money to do his internet radio show. He got so pissed off, and he yelled at me like crazy.
Right. Well,
and he said if I didn't want to do his internet radio show, he said, "Oh, if you don't want to do the internet radio show, then fucking leave." He said for me to leave the job site.
But were you making? Was it worth it? The money?
No, absolutely not.
What?
It was like $30. It was $30 a day. He was paying me
to work. How many days? 5 days?
Yeah, 5 days. 5 days.
All right. Well, listen. I think you need
30,
to.
I mean, $30 a day is like $4 an hour.
Right. Well,
and that's not minimum wage.
Well, you're right. And you need to listen. You need to find a new place to work. You need to fucking get away from these people. And you need to start doing the right things.
Well, that's what I'm doing, and I spoke to Bob earlier.
Yeah, I did talk to him. He hit me up, and he felt really bad. And
I'm really disappointed in High Pitch, Bob.
I am. I
gotta be honest.
I mean, my wife is very hurt because we cooked them. We cooked them dinner. Eric, how many times
she barely wants to cook you dinner?
Yeah, how many times did I cook you dinner, Eric? Me and you
A
said,
lot.
yeah, and like
A lot.
and I would sit down and I would say, here's 2 pieces of salmon. I'll eat something else because there's only 2 pieces. I'm going to make sure you're full. Right? Remember?
Right. Yes.
And I did that many a times. And then there was news stories that I would make you walk to the store to get bread or something like that.
Well, I didn't even do the interview with Lisa. Mark was the one that did it, and I mean, now I have distance myself from those people.
Yeah, well, you gotta be smart enough to not let people speak for you and not let them.
You can't be afraid of somebody.
Well, that's my complaint, Eric. I like you. I always have. You know that. But when
Who's that?
this is Mark.
That's your boyfriend, Mark.
When these guys approach you, whatever place you've come to now where you could stand up and tell the truth, you should have been there yesterday when these guys were getting you to send in an email to throw someone under the bus who took you into his home for the last 3 months with his brand new wife and his brand new home and fed you and gave you shelter.
And lie about it.
Yesterday was the day when you had to have balls and stand up to these people, not tonight on the air.
Well, listen, I know, Mark, I agree with you, and I know it's wrong. Now to distance myself from these people that were trying to put pressure on me.
All right. Well,
I mean, you knew what you were dealing with. I mean, we've all seen it, from around here.
Absolutely. And now I just want to, be with people I can trust, and and those 2 people, at the job site, you can't even trust.
well, you gotta make a stronger effort to prove that to people now. I think because it just seems like to me you'll go whichever way the wind blows, and it doesn't matter how much somebody bends over backwards to help you. If there's a better opportunity by trashing this person, then you'll fucking do it, and that's a pussy
move. And I'd like to ask, how was I getting? Like you said, I was getting plugs by using you. It was in an email, right?
Those weren't my exact words. Those are Mark's words.
Okay, me and Shuli had a set price for that show. It didn't matter if we sold 1 ticket or 2,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what did it matter?
Well, it matters to the promoter. It matters to the booker, and
thinks he's a booker.
And they stand to make money by the plugs, not us, not by a flat rate that's already set.
Yeah. So why I just wanted to make sure that he knew how to be able to talk about what was going on with your sister and your family. And once, I explained that to him, I felt fine that he can go in and say your side.
And how come you're not living with your boss if he's so concerned about what shows you do and this and that? How come he doesn't offer for you to live with him?
Yeah, you think I'm gonna live with him? Absolutely not.
Did he offer you to live with him?
He said it on the news report with Lisa G. I don't know if he was really serious or not.
All right, I'm just asking if he asked you ever. Hold on, some people want to talk to you. All right, hold on. Andy in Charleston. Andy.
Hey guys, man, awesome shows. Usually, Shuli, Reverend Bob. Listen, man, I hate to beat a dead horse, or in this instance, a fucking dead elephant, but people like Erik, he's a fucking user. I can't believe you're even asking him questions because he's a lying sack of shit, and, he needs to hit rock bottom if that's possible. He is so full of shit, he'll say anything to get his way.
Well, I mean, the thing was that I was thrown under the bus. That's why this should be an